I don't have time for social media. I'm struggling with having the time for social media. And this goes with anything in life. You don't have time for things, you make time for things, right? You don't necessarily have time for breakfast, lunch, or dinner either, but you get hungry. So what do? You make time to make it, to eat it, and then do the dishes and put everything away, right? So the same goes with social media. And now more than ever, I don't care if you have not used social media for your business and you're still successful because you're riding the coattails of like maybe like a 30-year family business or whatever, or if you're just starting an online business today, you need to start building a personal brand or business on social media, okay? And it's one of those things, like I already said, if you're just hopping on, if you don't have time for social media, you need to make time, okay? And the reason for that being is because everybody's attention goes to the smartphone that they hold in their hands. Even when they're watching the Super Bowl, even when they're in a movie theater, even when somebody else is giving a presentation. You are on social media right now watching me deliver this information to you because you're looking for help, right? So I have your attention, which is the exact reason why you need to start publishing value or your brand story or whatever type of business that you're in. You need to start publishing consistently onto social media because that's where everybody's attention is drawn to. Now, if you don't do it, that's okay because somebody else is going to do it and their business is going to skyrocket, especially passively, because their content is searchable on these search engines like Google, Pinterest, YouTube. If you push your content onto search engines, I kind of like got into my next point, but the reason, like how we can make, okay, let me start over. The next point is that how do you make social media work to you in your favor? Like how can you utilize it so it doesn't take as much time as maybe Instagram or Facebook does to build a following or a presence? You put your energy into search engine social media platforms. There are 4. You can start a blog, you can do Pinterest, you can start a YouTube channel, or you can start a podcast, okay? Those are like the 4 that I always recommend. And the difference being between those 4 compared to Instagram and Facebook is that they are paired with search. So when somebody goes onto Google, when somebody goes onto Pinterest, when they go on the YouTube, they're typing in how to ... Like how do you do something, right? How to do a French braid, how to do a cartwheel, how to write, how to start an online business, right? That's why they go to Google. But your answer is going to show up 24/7 regardless whether or not you're posting content onto those search engines, okay? So if you don't have time for social media, you can use one of those 4 platforms to make it work in your favor. Because if you only rely on one platform like Instagram, if you put all of your eggs into one basket, and you're just starting out, like that's like a double-edged sword almost. That's like, I have like hair in my eye, sorry. That's like probably the worst combination because not only are you putting all of your eggs into one basket, you're creating friction between you and your ideal client because you are only showing up on one platform, okay? Not only that, your content only lasts for like 15 to 30 minutes in the algorithm, and in the search it's even less. So your content's really never showing up. So this is going to be a quick car rant, but if you don't have time for social media, you need to make time, okay? It's just like anything else in life. And the reason for that being is because social media is where everybody's attention is being drawn to. When people are watching the Super Bowl, when people are, running, they're listening to a podcast. When people are doing errands, grocery shopping, they're listening, they're consuming something somehow on some type of social media platform. So if you don't present yourself as an option to listen to or watch or read or whatever on any of those platforms, you're just creating friction between you and your ideal client. You are quite literally non-existent, even if you are existent, okay? So I think that also is like a good thing to keep in mind, is that we can be the best in our niche. We can see somebody and be like, I'm better than them. Not in like a competition way, you just like innately know that. Like, you know that you have the experience, you know you have the capabilities to be at that level, but that person just publishes consistently. They show up consistently. They're asking their followers what type of information that they want from them. They're creating the products and services that their followers want from them. They are just quite literally doing the work that nobody else wants to do, which is growing a personal brand on social media. And I get it. It is really hard. It's, you know, sometimes you want to pull your hair out. Sometimes you don't think it's going anywhere. You're losing followers and all these things like happen to you. But the thing is that happens to everybody. Even the people that have a lot of followers, okay? Like when I first started, that was the same thing. Like it's kind of like anything in life. If you start a business, if you start riding a bike, if you start, I don't know, swimming for the first time, like whenever you do something difficult and you do something hard, you are going to fail, okay? So it's just super important that when you start, you don't give up, and you have to do it consistently. And when I mean consistently, I don't mean like give up because you don't have 1 million followers in 2 months. Because quite frankly, if that was the result, everybody would be having like billions upon billions of followers, but that's just not how it works, okay? So, went on a little rant there, but if you guys have any questions right now, let me know because I'm gonna hop off, but I'm gonna wrap it around again. If you don't have time for social media, that is just an excuse, okay? You need to make time for social media. So, how do you get social media to work in your favor? Maybe if you don't have a lot of time to do it, you want to start pushing your content onto search engine social media websites, which are Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging. Why? Because people are searching for the result that you offer on a search engine. It's kind of like when you go to Google and you're like, I have a cough, what medicine do I take, right? Somebody else's blog is going to come up and give you like maybe like remedies on how to like get over your cough faster, get over it in 2 days, get over it in like 24 hours. That's somebody else's business, right? So all you have to do, if you don't have a lot of time to, you know, use social media for your business or your personal brand, start pushing your efforts more towards search engine social media websites. So if you guys love this live stream, let me know in the comments. Questions, comments, concerns, anything, always let me know in the comments. And if you guys have any questions for further live streams, also let me know. So that's all I have to say for today. It was a quick rant, but I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Bye, guys.